Okay, so let's look at the question first. Maya buys shoes. We're gonna circle or underline important information. She buys shoes for $60, okay? And then what else does she buy? How many packages of socks? 3 packages of socks. Do we know how much she spends on each package of socks? Does it tell us? No, but we do know what? Total of $87. So we know that whatever she's spending, it's going to equal what? Altogether, how much does she spend? $87. So I want you to put equals 87 underneath that, okay? So what equals 87? What equals 87? The cost of her shoes and her 3 packages of socks. Well, what information do we know here? Do we know what either of those cost? Someone else? So we're gonna put 60 plus, she buys 3 packages of socks. If each package of socks costs $2, how would you find the total of 3 packages? What would you do? Yeah? You would multiply the amount by the number of socks packages you're buying, right? So how would we represent that if we don't know the cost of the socks? We can call it X. X will represent cost of socks. Excellent. So we're going to multiply the cost times 3. Does that make sense? It's 3 times the cost. We don't know the cost. That's X. Is everyone okay so far? Yeah. So we can write this as 60 plus 3X, or we can write this as 3X plus 60. Does it matter what order I write that in? No. Equals 87. Now we need to solve for X. We're trying to figure out, B says solve the equation to determine the cost of 1 package of socks. So you're going to try this right now. What's the first thing we need to do to isolate X? Remember, we have our equation. We're balancing both sides. So the first thing we want to do is subtract this 60. What's 60 take away 60? So I'm getting rid of that. But if I take 60 away from the left side, what do I have to do to the right side? Take 60 away. So I'm left with 3X. See how I'm lining up my equal sign? And I want you to take 87 and subtract 60. What's 87? Take away 60. 27. So we have 3 times something, right? It was 3 times the amount, the cost of the socks. Opposite of multiply is divide by 3. What do I have to do to the right side? Divide by X equals 9. So what does that mean? Yep. Each package of socks costs $9. We can do this in our head. Is it true? What is $9 times 3? He bought 3 packages of socks. $27. Then he also bought shoes for 60. What's 27 plus 60? 87. They told us he spent a total of $87, so this is correct.